my channel. It's Marissa Explains It All. I am here doing lots of Christmas crafting. I'm in my office where I've got tape and ribbons and bows and presents, and I've got my Christmas cake earrings on, so I am ready for the holiday. I am showing you today how I made these really cute, cheap, next to nothing cost Christmas swags. And so I love doing these. It's something that I did this time around for a craft market, and I ended up hanging them in all of my windows. So I just like the look of them so much. So if that sounds interesting to you, stay tuned and I'll be right back. So I started out by going to my local Christmas tree lot and asking for some free trimmings. Now they actually sell the trimmings by the pound, but I asked for any of the free ones that were really small, and they did give me, these for free. They are pretty small. They're, maybe a foot or so big, but if you stack them and layer them, you can actually create a really nice swag, and you don't have to pay for them. So you can see kind of an example of what they look like. I also picked up some berry picks on the Black Friday sale from Michael's. You can get these from anywhere. Walmart, any craft store will have berries, and pine cones or anything that you want to decorate your swags with. You also need some floral wire. I used a pretty thin gauge for this one, and I need some wire cutters and your ribbon. I'm starting out with a plaid ribbon for this one. So I started out by trying to find the larger pieces. You'll want the larger pieces of your pine in the back, and this would look really nice if you actually had a mixture of Christmas tree types like fir and pine and just like white pine. But I only they only had this for free, so I picked what I could, and that's all they had. So I found a really nice branch there for the back and just started building up my swag with the larger pieces in the back and then the smaller pieces in the front. I did put a blanket down to protect my carpet from pine, sap, and just all the needles, but of course the needles still get everywhere, and that's okay. Vacuum those up later, but I was able to get all of those into a nice bunch, and so I went ahead and took my floral wire and wrapped it around the base. And you want to pull really, really tight. I didn't pull tightly enough at first, and the branches actually slipped out, and so really go pretty decently around, maybe 10 to 15 times around, and pull really tight, especially in the beginning, to get them nice and taut. And then use your wire cutters to clip the wire and then just wrap it towards the back. And then you can kind of fluff it out into more of that triangle shape if you like. And then to attach the berries, this was really easy because they're already wired. Went ahead and just inserted those and wrapped the wire around the back of the branches and just kind of hooked it onto a couple branches and made that stick. And to attach the pine cones, you'll take some of your floral wire and take a length and wrap it around the base of the pine cone. Just insert it into the bottom of the pine cone and twist, just like a little twist tie, and it allows it to be wired. And once you clip that, you can insert it into your swag wherever you think looks best, and you can attach it around a branch or two or around the whole swag, just whatever you think looks nice, just to where it's secure and not going to go anywhere, and it kind of just hangs there when you're done. And then it's time to attach the wire that you are going to hang the swag from. And so I grabbed myself a long length of floral wire, probably about 3 or 4 feet, and I doubled it over in half and cut it. And then I twist tied the bottom so that made basically a large loop. And there's different ways you can attach this, and maybe you'll have a better way, but I ended up just wrapping it around the whole base a few times of the swag stems, and then kind of twisted that a little bit up. And then I took what was left, the length that was left, which is basically another loop, and I threaded it underneath all of the floral wire that I used to wrap around the base. And so I just kind of threaded it up through. And this took me a couple tries. This took me a minute to try to figure out how to get it underneath all of the wire. So basically you just wrap the wire around a bunch of times and then thread it up through the bottom to the top, and you end up with a nice loop that's only a few inches above the swag, so it's not hanging too far above, so you don't have a bunch of wire. And now it's time to decorate with our ribbon, which is basically the last step. So I wrapped my 2.5 inch wired ribbon around that made sure the tails were level and even, and tied a basic knot, and then went ahead and tightened it, made sure the tails were still even, because sometimes there's one that's always longer than the other. And after fussing with it a little bit, went ahead and made my bow with just making one loop, making another loop, crossing the right loop over the left loop around the back, and kind of flipping it around. There are many bow tutorials on YouTube that will teach you this better than what I could do, but I just made a basic bow and tightened it and fluffed out the loops to make it look nice and full. And then after that was done, I took my scissors and cut the ends to make it look nice. You can do a notch here or just a 45-degree angle like I did here. And that is how it's looking. Looking really, really good. And I made a bunch of them for a craft market. And so I did the plaid. I actually added cinnamon sticks as well. And I just hot glued the cinnamon sticks on. I did a burlap bow, a candy cane type bow, and then a herringbone bow in different sizes and lengths. And this is what that looks like. My favorite one, all on my door. It looks great and it is ready for Christmas. So that's everything. As you can see, it turned out very cute and it's very simple to make, about 10 minutes, and just some free trimmings from your local lot. Let me know if you have questions in the comments below. I'd love to answer. And of course, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you, and I'll see you next time for the next DIY. Bye guys.